Welcome to Digital Hospitality. I am your host, Shawn Walchef. This is a Cali BBQ Media production. We are coming to you from Nashville at the Restaurant Transformation Festival. Restaurant 365 has brought together some of the brightest minds in hospitality. We are so lucky that the Digital Hospitality Show, we get to come and cover these events. I get to talk to Andrei Stern, Suviche Hospitality Group. These guys are doing something in Miami that everyone needs to know about. But one of the coolest things for me is that Andrei and we know each other because of the Toast Customer Advisory Board. But what I also learned is that you guys are one of Restaurant 365's first clients. Can you bring me back to onboarding with Restaurant 365 in what year? 2013?
Yeah, I think back to 2013. I don't remember.
2013, it was that long ago?
Yeah, it was almost 11 years ago.
11 years ago.
Yeah, we were looking for something to make our lives easier back in the day when we were opening our second location, and we ran into Restaurant 365. And funny story, we actually were using Apple at the time, Apple computers, and we had to buy a PC so we could use the software.
Do you still give Tony a hard time about that?
I should.
You should.
That only lasted like 6 months, though. I have to admit that.
6 months?
Yeah.
And then you went back to Apple.
And then we were back.
So you said you ran into R365. One of the things, as a marketer, I always want to know, where did you run into them? They spend a lot of time putting on a lot of events, trying to get in front of people, trying to let restaurant owners know. How did you find Restaurant 365?
I think we were looking, as Andres, I think we were QuickBooks. It wasn't working for us. We do 13 periods. That's how we run our financial calendar, and QuickBooks wasn't giving us that tool. I think it was on the restaurant in the Chicago show, probably. They were just starting, little booth, 1-2 guys there.
Yeah, amazing.
I think we took a leap of faith. We were also starting, like Andrei said. Andrei was the only guy in the account in our finance team, in a little shed in Flagler. If you guys are in Miami, so it's not a very nice area.
Yeah. Where is this? Where in Miami?
Flagler Street, close to the river. Not the best location now. It has changed a lot, but back then, it was a hot corner, as they would describe it. And those were the first years of the story.
When you guys started the restaurant group, bringing back to the first restaurant.
Yeah, we started in 2010.
2010.
2010, 500 square feet restaurant, 10 seats.
No sign.
No sign. Was that
no
on
outdoor
purpose?
seating?
We ran out of money.
No,
we ran out of money?
Yeah.
Who was in charge of the budget? True brotherhood right there.
To be fair, my brother started. Yeah, I joined about a year later. So
okay.
He was in charge of everything.
That's too many things to be in charge of.
Correct.
When did you ask for help? In the beginning?
Of course.
Once you got open, did you realize you needed help?
once we got open, like Andrei said, we were not in the restaurant industry. We had some food experience. I was right out of college. That was the first. It was an idea that I had. And in Miami, you didn't have enough casual restaurants with healthy, good food. You had your usual QSRs or your fancy restaurants. I couldn't afford the fancy ones. The QSRs are good, but not an everyday kind of thing. So we saw a niche. Also the concept. I don't know if you're familiar with Suviche, but it's a Peruvian-Japanese fusion. Back in 20. Nowadays, every restaurant, doesn't matter who you are, you have something Peruvian. Back then, it was just starting.
Yeah.
And we're originally from Mexico, so and our concepts are far from being Mexican.
Not Mexican food.
Everybody always asks. We're saving the best for last, I think.
Oh yeah, you're going to open up a Mexican restaurant?
Wishful thinking.
Wishful thinking? Well, my wife wants us to open up a Bulgarian restaurant, but I tell her it's going to be a long time before that happens.
Yeah. But that's how we started. 2010, no sign. I remember also being flooded in I think our first weekend we opened, the restaurant was on a, it is, no, we still have the first restaurant, and the street is not the best when it comes to flooding, and Miami.
Yep.
So I remember having to close for like 6 hours and then reopening. But yeah, those were the humble origins of Suviche Hospitality Group, 2010.
Why is it important for you to get outside of your restaurant? I mean, for us, we put on this show for all of the restaurateurs and hospitality professionals that maybe they can't get out of the four walls of their restaurant. But you guys early on, you said you went to the show in Chicago, National Restaurant Show. It took me 13 years to get out of my restaurant before we actually could bring our media team there. But I remember talking to Tony Smith, the CEO of Restaurant 365, about the early days. And he was telling me 3 years ago when I met him about the little booth that they had, but the little booth with a lot of power, knowing that they believed deeply in restaurant finance, deeply in accounting, deeply in the software that they were building. But how did you guys know to get out of your restaurant to go to an event like that?
It's like they said, no, you need to work, like working in the business or on the business, no, and you need to invest. No, it's a living, breathing thing. No, I think the restaurant and the business, and you need to invest in it and in yourself. And the way you do that is making the time, and going outside those four walls. And it's for the good of the business and for your own good. If you don't do that for yourself, I think you're not doing it to the business, and especially in our industry, you really need to be out there, understand, and bring the best, to make it your own. It's not about copying and it's about understanding, the world out there and making it your own and invest in your business. So it's important, I would say. It's not easy, especially when you're starting, and if you're starting like we did, you're a one-man show. you need to do everything: finance, operations, HR, spiritual healer, but
plumber.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, but you need to make it happen.
Yeah, I think when you're running the day-to-day, it's very easy to get lost. And it's very easy to just focus on the short term, and you kind of have horse blinders on. So it's, for us, every time we go out of that space, whether it's for CAB in Boston or to the big National Restaurant Association shows, or even this show today, I think it gives you an opportunity to look at things from a different perspective. And you might be looking at the same software, but just you realize you're misusing it, or not using it to the potential, and also gives you the ability to talk to a lot of people that are most likely running against the same problems. So the networking aspect and seeing how they're solving them is also, I think, a huge advantage of just being able to come to these shows. And for us, we've seen that every time we go to one of them, we come back with something new. We come back with new energy, and we come back with new friends.
What is your brother's superpower?
That's a good question.
What's his weakness?
I mean,
what's his kryptonite? Signs.
Talking on a podcast?
I mean, I think it's the superpower of every restaurateur, which is dealing with so many things, while at the same time understanding what will move the needle, right? Because we can get blindsided very easily, and we can work on a lot of different things, but if we're not clear about what our North Stars are for the year, for the quarter, what we're trying to accomplish at many levels, it can be financial, it can be well-being, it can be marketing, but if those North Stars aren't clear, I think it's very easy to get lost in the day-to-day, and in time management and wasting resources and time and things that you might think at the time are important, but looking at the big picture they're not. So I think my brother does a very good job in that arena.
What do you think is his superpower?
Andres, man, he's Superman. What are you talking about? I think problem solving. No,
Yeah.
he looks at things in ways that you're like, oh wow, I didn't see it. I didn't see the problem with that data or that analysis. No, and no, he has a very clear picture. No, on all the subjects, and not only his. No, he started. No, his career or this journey in focusing on finance, but now, like operations, he's better than me. Leadership,
Yeah.
better than me. It's marketing, like all the different departments, no, and seeing that growth and capacity to understand the issues at a different level from all perspectives is just amazing. So
How many employees do you have now?
Right now we have close to 300.
300, and how many locations?
We have 7 restaurants. We have a commissary kitchen, and then we have some non-traditional locations. We have a concession at the football stadium, the Hard Rock Stadium, and then we do Formula One, which is also at Hard Rock. We do Miami Open, which is a big tennis tournament down in Miami. So yeah, it's sort of close to 10 operations.
What advice would you give to the restaurateur that's listening to this, that's thinking about non-traditional locations?
I think it's great. I think there's a lot of opportunity.
Did they reach out to you, or did you reach out to them?
we reached out. No,
We reached out.
Yep,
Mhm.
we started in the arena, the
Yep.
basketball arena in Miami. No, we've been in the baseball stadium, Marlins. We have relationship with the Hard Rock. No, so Dolphins, tennis, Formula One,
Amazing.
and it's a completely different business
Yeah.
in terms of how you run the operation. It's 0 to 100, in a matter of minutes. So you're seeing a lot of the menu, how you structure the menu, how you prepare.
Are you staffing, or are they staffing? Stadium
We
staff?
do everything.
Oh, you staff.
So
really, it's different than our location.
Not. They don't do this with everyone.
Yep.
But because we've been doing it for so long, they trust us. But usually, they have both deals. One is you deal with everything,
Yep.
or two, it's they like your brand, they operate it
Yep.
for you. We've been doing it for a while, so we understand. We're there for them. So we're there to solve their headaches. And that's how we see it, and I think that's why they appreciate us. We're a good partner in that sense, and also because we have a local following already. They understand our brands. People know it. So I mean, they've made this study, and they say that partnering with local brands in their cities, they sell more than if they would run a pizza place or a burger joint or whatever they're trying to sell. People recognize the brand and they sell more.
So the cool thing about digital content is it's going to live on the internet forever. So we're going to look back, 2024, we did this interview. What's going to be the big 6 years? If we look in 2030, what is your hospitality group? What kind of things are you guys doing in your mind, vision-wise?
I think
Dream big. We have 300 employees now. We have 7 restaurants, 3-4 non-traditional locations in 6 years' time.
Yeah. We would like to see. We continue to expand our brands.
Outside of Miami, or are we penetrating, staying within the Miami market?
No, I think we're definitely Florida, expanding Florida. And maybe reaching neighboring states. I think Miami is a fearsome market, and we've proven ourselves there, and I think the brands are ready to start expanding. Definitely no, we're still always working on them. No, it's like little babies that you need to look at everything. And that, no, I think we're a multi-brand hospitality group, so we also have partnerships with other amazing brands that are no, one of them is Omakai. They're expanding really fast in Miami, and so we're also looking forward to continue that growth with that brand, and yeah, no, maybe doing a couple more podcasts for sure.
There we go. Definitely.
Learning.
You guys are going to have your own show. Every brand is their own media company. You just don't know it yet. Yeah. Media is marketing. All we're talking about is storytelling. You guys are doing something special in Miami. You have so many people that look up to you, that support the brand, community that loves your brand, partners that love to work with you. I mean, you wouldn't be asked to come to Restaurant 365 to speak. Both of you are speaking. Like, there's a reason why, because not only do you use the technology, but you also get feedback. I mean, I think one of the coolest things for me, the leadership team here at Restaurant 365, is that they value what you guys say. And like, we've only been on the platform now for 1 year, but you guys have been around for 11 years.
Since the dinosaurs.
But the fact that you're still here and that you're still coming to these events tells me everything that I need to know about the leadership and the direction of the company, because they're building a foundation for the next 20 years, the next 30 years. I mean, this is a family business. You guys are obviously in the family. I have my son, my daughter. I don't know what they're going to do, but what I do know is today I want to partner with the best people that get me excited, because it's going to be a challenge, without a doubt. Correct. 6 years from now, it's not going to get any easier, but I also want to know that the people that have my back are people like, the team here at Restaurant 365.
Yeah, and when you speak about technology, that's exactly what you were looking for, no? And that's why we decided to go with Restaurant 365 so many years ago, because we saw that they were building this for the future, no? And that they were open to listen, because nobody is perfect, and everyone needs to work on continuous improvement. But the important thing is that they need to be aligned with that. And with so many options today, I think it's very important, because and so many consolidations.
Yes.
You have so many options and consolidations that for you as an operator, it's just overwhelming to decide who to choose, where to go.
So are you guys hiring for leaders down in Miami? Always looking for talent?
Always looking for talent.
We're in the hospitality business. We'll never turn down talented people. Exactly. How do people find out more about the brand? Give them contact info.
So, I mean, obviously our websites. You can go to suviche.com, which is one of our brands. The other brand is Novecento, so novecento.com. Suviche is a Peruvian-Japanese brand. Novecento is an Argentinian steakhouse. We didn't start that brand. We bought it back in 2017, and we opened one location of that since then. And yeah.
That's awesome. And you guys both on LinkedIn?
Mm-hmm.
We are.
All right, we're going to put links into the show notes. If you guys want to connect with them, please connect. If you want to reach out to me, at Shawn P. Walchef, ShawnPWalchef. We appreciate you. Thank you to Restaurant 365. If you want to go to one of their events, they put them on all over the country. Go to Restaurant 365. You can learn more. It is very important to get outside of your restaurant. It is uncomfortable. It is not easy to do, but I promise you, every time that I get out, I hope to carry the message to get more restaurant tours out of their restaurant, because it allows you to think bigger. It allows you to connect with other people. I always learn something putting on these shows, having conversations, networking in the halls. But there's a lot of people that love what we all do, and we can't do it alone. So reach out. As always, stay curious, get involved. Don't be afraid to ask for help. Thank you guys for coming on the show.
Thank you for having us.
I can't wait to visit you in Miami.
Welcome anytime.
Can't wait. All right. Thanks, guys.